Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A CloudFoundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Opportunities focused. Opportunities are nothing but where you are. And everything I can able to tell you guys. For every option, you are having new things where you can able to create in different. See in the home. If you are in the home, I'm just showing you this. If you are in the home, there is a way you can able to get here account lead contact opportunity. You can able to create account like this. It all directly routes you to the new page. This is new page where you can able to be directly here. You can able to launch that. When you click on new, automatically click on go, then it automatically goes with creating new. That is one option. Then after that, when you're going into the accounts, you will be finding new button there. You can able to click that and it will be launched in the same page again. New one. Two things. Please remember, when you are creating new objects, new records, keep in mind how to do that. Going from here, you can do it. Home page, account page. Accounts. In accounts, you can able to get again. Contacts. You can see this, and in leads, you can see this. You can analyze that how it goes. Where exactly? For every object, you will be getting this. For every object, you can able to see this option and you can able to create. And you are having another thing is like this for leads. Quick create. Where you can able to quickly create this. Then going to new and all you can able to quickly create the leads here. That is one option given here. 1, 2, 3. 1 from here, 2 and 3. 3 options as of now. Makes sense? Then you are good with accounts contacts. What are accounts do? What are contacts do? Opportunities do. Forecasts and everything. Now going further, you will be checking what? This is a record. As I said, like this is a record. And these are related objects to this record. Now how these fields are, can able to see these fields. It means that these are called fields. These are all fields. How these fields comes into the picture and where exactly you can see that and can you customize that? Can you quickly tell me, can you customize these fields? How can you do? That is my work. I'm clicking here. This is called as quick menu. Quick menu. When you click on this quick menu, this you can able to see only in Classic, not in Lightning. You couldn't get these details in Lightning, there will be going to Lightning page and you can able to try it. But here these are all quick menu where you can able to click it, just get the details. New fields. I'm just clicking on view fields. View fields. It routes me to the total list of fields on that particular object. Total list of fields on that particular object. You can see all the fields here, all the fields. Whatever the fields you have, all the fields will be here. And these will be able again. These are all custom fields. These are all custom fields and these are all standard fields. How will you differentiate custom and standard? Custom fields will be not having underscore C. When you check this underscore C means it is custom fields. Whenever you do differentiate, if somebody asks you, can you able to differentiate that? Yes. Just to check whether this is a custom field or not. If it is custom field, it will be. You have to identify that there is a underscore C in where that is in the API name. AP. I means when you are given the integration process with your Salesforce to other systems. It means that in database Salesforce also will be storing all these details. In database, Salesforce have named it as an API name with every object and every field will be having these as an API name. Field label and API name. Whenever you are clicking let me show you this Amazon. I'm just clicking on that. Now Amazon is having field name, field label, API name, field name, field label, API name. These are all like Amazon details where this is a custom fields, field label, field name and API name. API name is more or less used for integrating process with other systems. And these stored in database also with the same name. You have to identify that underscore C is a custom field. Now here, what happens is, this is where you will be getting all the details of it. Field label, field name, API name, then you have to be more specific. The object name, where you can able to see this object name. Here is the object name on which object these fields are created. These are all account object. When you create this account object, you will be having all these fields. These are all standard fields. Standard fields means it will be displayed by Salesforce. They have created these fields and they will be giving authentication to you to understand and you can able to utilize these fields. But coming to here, the custom fields, which are the fields which are used for customizations according to your business requirements. This is where customer fields will be taken care here. Customer fields. I mean nothing but custom fields. These are all standard fields. Now I will be checking one standard field, which is like this, like standard, that is field label data type field name. Field label data type field name. Now what are data types? Here, see, data types are nothing. But when you are defining your custom field, you have to mention what data type this custom field is all about. If it is a text field, you have to mention these fields as a text number, like text. This is a text. If it is a date field, then you have to check that is a date. These are all data types which are already been stored in Salesforce. We are using that data types into our customizations, whatever we do. Now I can able to show you. First, we will go here. Here you can see many fields. Now compare this field with that. What is this? Is the account name. That's a standard they have given, like that is a data type, is name. If I check with account number, what is that account number? Is they have given like account number, field name, but text. It is a text that where you can able to give combinations of characters and numbers. Next, what is pick list? Where can it be? Yes, account source. Account source is a pick list. Where can we find account source? Where is account source? No source here. Might be I have hidden that. Source. Then what is the pick list value again? Clean status. No, I will just check with rating. Pick list is a rating here. Let me check. You're having rating. This is a pick list. This is a pick list. Pick list is where you can able to pick a value from the listed values. We used to call as list of values. With that values, you can able to select which value is appropriate with this field and for your requirement. Where you can able to select the existing. There's an options where you get like hot, warm, cold. Based on that, according to your requirement, you can able to select this. These are all pick list fields. Now next, going for addresses. Addresses are nothing, but these are all. This is a standard one where hope probably we won't get an option to do it. Addresses is a different thing where you aren't able to get it, but how to see all these fields and how I can able to create. Clicking on new, where your account custom fields and relationships, in that click on new. Once you click on that new, you will be getting to the data type first. These are all different types of data types. Different types of database in the sense like data types, in the sense they have been given what exactly the data type is listed and why is it used. These are all nothing but the data types where for every data type you will be having a description also. That is where account number formula roll-up summary. What exactly these are all? Account number is a system generator sequence number that uses a display format you define. The number is automatically incremented for each new record. Next one is formula. A read-only formula that derives its value from a formula expression you define. The formula field is updated when any of the source fields changes. In coming classes, we will be learning all this like what exactly account number formula lookup. Percentage. These are all the data types of the fields where, based on your requirements, you can able to create that. For example, if I check like next, I am just putting no, I want to go back and what I selected. Yes, that is good. I didn't select anything. It is showing an error for me now. I want to select one. Let me take time. I'll be taking a time as my data type, where I want to create a time field. Now it is giving me a time. What is that? Today date is 21. This is my field where I have created. Description is display time on my page layout. That is my description. You are having some options here. Where it is a required field or not a required field, or do you have any? This field should be customized and where you can able to see that at report level and all this. And there is a formula field also where you can able to edit this. This is a formula where you can able to edit. Next what happens is, I don't want all this. I'm just clicking on next. Because just first I want to see whether I can able to get my here. This is like field level security, where you are getting these fields and how you are getting these fields and everything. And where exactly this is visible and for which profiles. The main thing is profiles. Profiles plays very major role in Salesforce. To understand profiles are nothing but to understand for whom what access need to be given. For example, I can able to put like this. For CEO, if you name a company, for example, let me take our company itself. In Swapna Abix, Swapna is a CEO and Charan is a CEO again. And if I work, I'm an employee. If I'm an employee for them, whatever I log in my Salesforce and in the company Salesforce, whatever CEO can see the same thing. Can an employee see the data? I'm talking about data here, all the things. Swapna is the CEO, understood. Then Charan is, let me put Charan is a manager. Charan is the manager and me as an employee, where I am working as an executor. That is the hierarchy. Now hierarchy, that is the hierarchy. Now what happens? Whatever CDO can see, will the manager can see the same data. All the data here. Whatever manager can see, can an executor can see the data. Employee should not see the data which is visible. And manager should not see CEO's data as well. If it is in such case, then it is nothing to do with that because everybody can see everybody's data. That is not much transparent. It shouldn't be like that. You should have some visibility control where you have to have some restrictions where the data should not pass to all the levels of the people in the organization. If it is the CEO should have his own authentication. And exactly when you're going with manager should see only his data. You should not see remaining person's data, but manager can see executor's data. Will you accept that? Can a manager see executor's data? And CEO can see manager's data. Because the CEO is a boss. CEO is a boss and CEO will have all the authentication to visualize all across the organization. The data, whatever he wants to see to differentiate, that profiles comes into the picture. To differentiate this process, profiles comes into the picture. But profiles will be depends on two things, that is roles and user licenses. I will be explaining you in coming days. But as of now, you just have, this is a profile. Profile means differentiating the visibility, understood. That is what profile is. Now coming to this. And next what I'm doing, I did like step 3. That is creating in fields. I'm into the creating fields. Next one. After step 3, I'm having step 4. In which page layouts I can able to see this field. In which page layout I've given all the page layouts where I can able to see this field. I will let you know what exactly page layout is. Saved, completely done. Now I will be going and checking whether my field is visible here or not. I want to check whether my field is visible here or not. I just want to check what is that I have used. Can I see this? It is I got my field here. Clicking on edit. I'm just seeing my time here. That is the field where I have created that. Now I'm giving the time to 6. Saving it. I just saved it. What happens? The card will be saved. But there are some authentications on this where I need to have give with account number. Now you can see this, it is 6.26 ER. Automatically it took. If I give is 16, just check what happens. I'm just removing everything. Did you see this? It automatically calculated based on the time. Whatever I have keyed in, it automatically took that data here. This is just for your understanding the fields you are here. What exactly the fields and what on which objects you are creating a field. These are all depends on your business customizations, where you mean to create according to your business customizations. These are all page layouts. Page layouts. On this page layout, that is detail account, detail page layout. Account detail page layout. In that account detail, we do have 3 types of page layouts. One is account page layout where you get able to see. Next one is account detail page layout, and another one is account edit page layout. This is like we used to call as account edit, where you can able to edit your data and you can able to save the data account edit. Account edit one thing and account detail page one thing. And one more thing is where you can see recent page, where you can able to get all the details of your account related to your account. This is a part where you are going to create your field names and assigning that to user. Nothing but your page layouts. You are assigning to the page layouts and page layouts going with profiles. Profiles will be added to your page layouts now as we discuss the feature also. I mean just getting into the things. These are all fields. We will put a force. Now getting into the setup. What is exactly? Setup means I have just created a field without any setup. I didn't get into setup, but I did. At page layout I have created one field and assigned that and added that to my page layout where I am seeing that page layout. Now I am going to see some more options. What exactly your profile, what is users and everything. I just paused that. I'm just getting into this setup. Once you click on setup, you can see manage users, manage apps. These are all the things that will be. Who will do these options? I have already told you. Who will be taking care of these options? Yes, only admin can do this. Every option, only admin will be having that authentication and only admin can customize all this process. Only admin can do it. All this process, only admin can do it. This is admin's. I can never tell. This is admin's country. Only admin can do this. This is all admin's country where he can able to use the ruler. Now, after this developer comes into the picture from here, where he can able to customize, where he can able to create, where he can able to develop. Develop means what? What is he going to develop? He is developing a code, customized code, which could not be achieved in admin. That development code developer will be doing that in the code language, that is Apex language, that is customized code according to your requirements. Now these are all set up. Now I'm just getting into the setups. You can see users here. You saw users. Users are the persons who will be having authentication to log into this org. Into your org. What is meant by org? What is meant by org in Salesforce? Into this application. These persons who are called as users, they can able to log in with their credentials, provided you can able to log into this application. They are called as users. Whoever having authentication to log in into Salesforce into this application. And I may have different applications. More like different applications I do have because I used to work for different clients. Will I have the same logins? Here, let me put like this. When you are having authentication to log in Garuda and Eagle, these two persons are the owners and can able to log in as well into this organization, into this application. Garuda Eagle is having a role of CEO where his profile is having system administration. For Garuda, he is having SVP Senior Vice President, but he is having minimum access. Vice Presidents may have depends on their profiles. It will be defined. But here depends on their persons. Again, depends on their requirements. Depends on the business requirements again. The profiles will be defined. System admin minimum access. These are all the things which are assigned to the users. Users will be created here. Same as if you log in into your systems, you can able to see the list of users. You will be having two users. One should be charter expert and one should be with system administrator, end user, but it is not active. Only Sindhu is active where system administrator is assigned to that user. Now click on full name where Sindhu is C as Sindhu is there. Click on that full name. Yes. These are all the details of that user. Salesforce, while creating a Salesforce, they will be giving all the details. Because they have created a separate organization for you to access Salesforce. You can able to see all the time shown there, locally there, and you are. All the details will be taken care of this. And you are having all these permission sets assigned to you and all the things that is assigned to that particular user. All this information is related to that user. And at what time the user is logged in and the browser and the user URL, everything from which location or which IP address. Everything is loaded here. This is by default. Salesforce will be doing this. Who logged in, when logged in, what time and which is IP address. Everything will be taken care of. Everything will be updated here. This is called as login history. We will coming classes, we will be learning it. Scroll up, scroll up. Here, the user is having authentication and the user is having to log into the Salesforce. And there is an option for you where you can able to change your password also by clicking on change password button which is in the top like edit sharing. Then change password. There, if you click on that, then it will be asking you for old password. Then you can able to create new password as well. This will be where it is an option for a user once he logs in. And in the left side, you can see all the user details. That is name, alias, email number, username, nickname, all the details are there and for which company that user belongs to. If you want to change, you can able to change by clicking that edit button. Now you are having all the details. Left side, you are having all the details of the user company, user department, user division on the left side. I'm talking about yes, on the left side, yes, all the details. And on the side, you can see role, user licenses, profile active, whether this user is an active or not, and marketing user, offline user, sales anywhere, user flow user, and you will be having scroll down, scroll down. You are having all the details like developer mode. Did you observe that developer mode? Yes, developer mode plays one of the major role where if you're having authentication to logging into developer mode or not. Developer edition is one of the edition where it will be accessed for developers. If you want that, we can able to just check that. Here as an administrator of this company, of this organization, if you feel to any authentications that is required to the user means, I can able to put like this. For C, he should have this. For manager, he should have this. For executive, he should not have this. You will be differentiating here. For executive, if you want to give any developer mode, no need. You just left. For manager, if you want to give authentication to the manager, then you can able to select that developer mode where this develop authentication, where you can able to see developer console, developer. Just check it. Just check it. Check it. Enable it. Now you can see in the top side. Can you see like switch to lightning experience and send your name set up and everything is saved. Now save this button. Save it. We have just enabled developer. Save it. Now refresh your page. Refresh. Just refresh the browser page. Now find under Sindhu. Just there is a Sing. Click on that. Can you see developer console there? Click on the developer console. Oh, this is the place where developer writes their Apex codes. This is Notepad here. For developers, the people will come and write their coding here. You can able to create like file and new and you will be having all the details there. We want to choose accordingly and you can able to write that coding here. This is what you have enabled for. This use makes sense. Developer mode. This is what you have enabled. Whatever required to that user will, you will be having here, and based on this, enabling only that user can see. And there is another option like debug mode. There is. Do you have many options? You can see many options like flow user, debug mode user, or the allowing forecast. These are all different features that will be assigned only by just one click. That is tick mark. Then it will be assigned. If you don't have the tick mark, this will not be assigned. That is where you can able to differentiate the users. This is what you are differentiating the users. You can see user licenses there. User license. User license. Can you click on edit? Edit button, please. User licenses have been defined as Salesforce, and for profile it is a system administrator because this is in a disabled mode. We used to call as a disabled mode. Why it is in disabled mode? Because whole and soul is Sindhu here. Without Sindhu, you can't do anything in this organization. It will be in a disabled mode because Sindhu is a primary person to access this org. Sindhu is a primary person who have authentication for this org. She is the primary person. Then Sindhu can create secondary persons, nothing but different users. Sindhu can create new users. Cancel it. Now cancel it. Now go back to the users. In the left side, you are having under manage. Yes, click on that. Now, can you find that new user? New user. Now what happens? You can give authentication to any person. This is where you are giving an access to another user, means you are creating a user here. Understood what I said? You are creating a user here. You are creating a user for your organization where somebody else can access your organization. Now you can give an access to another user. This is the main thing where you have to have that users. If you don't have that users, then you can't able to log. That user can't able to log if it is 100. That depends on the additions you used to. Don't do. Leave it and go to the roles. Role. Besides that, below that, you are having user license. Click on that. These are all licenses that depends on developer edition. The edition which you get for accessing this edition. Based on the licenses you want, these will be changed. If you click on Salesforce, just select Salesforce and check the profiles list. You are having all this list where you can see contract, end user marketing, all this. Then go back to the license and select Charter External. Only. The profile is only one. If you change your license again, then again it changes. Go back to the license again. Identity. You have only one license. I mean, for identity, you will be getting only one profile. Make sense what I said? Based on the licenses you have, your profile changes. Based on the licenses itself, your profile will be changed and updated or created. You can do anything based on your user licenses. That is the first thing. Profiles you will be having based on your license. Whatever you do, whatever you are authenticated to do, everything will be defined under the profile. For adding that profile, you should have user license. Click on User License Salesforce now. Select Salesforce. Now you are having different options where you can able to select based on the existing. These are all standard ones given by Salesforce. Standard one. These are all the standard ones where Salesforce is giving to you to access this. Means Salesforce is already created and giving that to you to access this. Where you can able to customize this according to your things. Now you can able to select again. You can able to create a standard user or minimum access. Salesforce user. Anything for that particular user. Select. But not for now. You try for System Administrator. Can you able to give a System Administrator to this user? Then these are all. These are all in the side. In the side, the marketing user, offline user. You can able to select according to your requirements. If it is for accessibility mode, if it is a classic only, you can give that classic only and that user will be seeing the things in the classic mode only. Not in lightning mode. Don't give that. These are all the options which we need to analyze that whether this user should have marketing user, whether this user should have flow user. These are all depends on the features which you are providing to that user. You are having phone number, you are having mobile number and everything. Email encoding is by default. It will be unique code. Don't change that. It will be always that UTF. That's it. That is. Unique code that is. Scroll down. If you want to give any mailing address, any details of that, you can able to give here mailing address and all the details. And the time zone. If you want to change according to the requirements, you can able to change. Because if you want to change the time zone, select the time zone there. You can able to do that. Ours is plus 35, 530 plus 530. We time had like 530. Indian Standard Time. Select it. Then locally in a language like say English United States, select it. You can able to see all this language, English language. But I don't think there are more or less. The English is English. It will be having all the things here. Just give United States itself by default. That's enough. Language English. In the languages, you will be having list of languages where you are giving all the list to that user, where that complete application will be changed to that user only. Next, in the last, there is a generate new password and notify user immediate. What it do is that is a checkbox as a select checkbox. You can able to enable and disable. Go there, go there. If you disable that, what happens? First of all, let me put, if you enable, that system automatically sends emails to the user stating as you got your username password, same thing that to that user where you are given with that email ID got it. If you check this, it sends 2 emails that user can able to log into your org. If you didn't check this, that user will not access this because he will not be giving any notification for logging into your org. Select it. Click on Generate New and save it now. Now you have sent an email. You should get an email to that particular user. This is where you can log into that. Now what you did, you have created a user in Salesforce where other user can able to log in and create it. Go back and check. Go back to the user, click on users. Let's say yes. Now you added one more user. Understood. He is scheduled. You have these many users. The same application. You can see the application, this application, whatever you log in, that is called as org. Organization. This application. You are having this application. This application is in layman. I mean in Salesforce language we used to call as org. This is the application. The whole application. Whatever you are seeing, that application is called as org. As we call it in our language, in Salesforce technical words, we used to tell it as org. That is why it is. And one more thing is for System Administrator, will be having an option to reset the passwords also. If Chidri forgets that password, Sindhu can log in into this organization again, this application, and select that user. Select that user. You are having a checkbox on the left side. And reset the password. Once there is an option in the buttons, there is a button. Cancel. Come back. There is an option. Check it. Just check. Option. Button decides new user. Yes. Exactly. Reset password. What happens if you reset the password? That user will be notified to reset the password. Because we used to forget. Because we are humans, we always forget our passwords. Generally, we always forget because we are always busy with many things, not one. We always forget our password. What happens is the general thing whenever we log in, when developers or people they used to tell us, buzz us, I forget my password. Please reset. As an administrator, you will be getting into here and select that user and reset the password. What happens if you reset the password? You will be getting a link sent from Salesforce to that user asking for him to reset the password. That is what happens. If you select reset, it automatically resets the password option to the user. That option, you can be able to log in and do the process. While creating user, while creating page layouts, and while creating field, there is an option to make that field as a required field. There you can do it, and don't get confused, please. This is a different one, like setup and processes is a different one, and page layouts, navigation is a different one. We know you can able to see that verify account username. When you click on that verify account, you have to go and check, because there you have given a system administrator. For first user, you have created one system administrator. Whoever log in with system administrator will be seeing all the objects, standard objects, custom objects, whatever you have. Change the profile from system or change the profile for another user for minimum access. Minimum access. What happens? You can see different view. That is, you will not have all access to this or objects. In another user, create another user where the profile name should be minimum access. That's it. That's it for the date. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.